Pale Rider, the iconic Western film directed by and starring Clint Eastwood, has been a beloved classic for nearly 39 years. With unforgettable performances and a gripping storyline, it quickly became a fan favorite. But what has happened to the cast since its release in 1985? From Clint Eastwood's legendary career to the fates of the supporting actors who brought memorable characters to life, their journeys in Hollywood and beyond are filled with surprising twists and inspiring stories. In this article, we'll dive deep into the lives of the cast of Pale Rider and explore where they are now in 2024. You might be shocked by how some of them have changed. Carrie Snodgrass, born on October 27, 1945, was 40 when she portrayed Sarah Wheeler, a beacon of resilience and maternal strength. Despite her critically acclaimed performances, her career struggled post-Pale Rider due to her reputation for being selective with roles. In her personal life, Snodgrass endured a rocky relationship with musician Neil Young, with whom she had a son, Zeke, who was born with cerebral palsy. Her subsequent relationships were similarly fraught, and she never remarried. Tragically, she died on April 1, 2004, at the age of 58 due to complications from heart and liver disease. Her life remains a poignant reminder of the struggles faced by even the most talented and dedicated performers. Michael Moriarty, born on April 5, 1941, was 44 when he played Hull Barrett, a steadfast miner embodying perseverance. Known for his deep dedication to his craft, Moriarty's career took a sharp turn after Pale Rider. Leaving Hollywood due to political disagreements, he struggled to regain his footing, often relegated to smaller projects. His personal life was equally turbulent, with 2 failed marriages and no children to anchor him. Battling alcoholism and the isolation it brought, Moriarty faced numerous hardships, including financial instability and declining health. Now 83, he lives a reclusive life in Canada, occasionally reflecting on the career that might have been. Clint Eastwood, born on May 31, 1930, was 55 when he portrayed the enigmatic preacher in Pale Rider. Known for his quiet strength and piercing moral resolve, the role became iconic, cementing Eastwood's status as a Western legend. Despite his professional success, Eastwood's personal life was complex and filled with strife. His tumultuous relationships, including 2 divorces, left emotional scars. Married twice, to Maggie Johnson and Dina Ruiz, he fathered 8 children, including Allison and Scott Eastwood. His career waned slightly post-Pale Rider with a few box office disappointments, though he eventually rebounded. Life tragedies, including his strained relationship with some of his children and the loss of close friends, marked his later years. Now 94, Eastwood lives a quieter life, focusing on family and occasional directorial projects. Richard Dysart, born on March 30, 1929, masterfully embodied Coy LaHood, the cold, calculating mining tycoon in Pale Rider. Dysart, at 56, was already a respected character actor, but his post-Pale Rider career was largely tied to television, including his acclaimed role in L.A. Law. Dysart's personal life was relatively stable compared to his co-stars, though his second marriage to artist Catherine Jacoby was childless. A stroke in his later years left him frail, complicating his once vibrant life. He passed away on April 5, 2015, at 86, due to natural causes, leaving behind a legacy of nuanced performances tinged with his trademark gravitas. Richard Kiel, born on September 13, 1939, is known for his role as Club in Pale Rider, 1985. At 46, his towering height and intimidating presence made him a memorable villain. Off-screen, Kiel's life was marked by personal struggles. He married Diane Rogers in 1974 and they had 2 children, but the marriage ended in divorce. Kiel's deep insecurities and depression affected his family life, and in 1992, a car accident left him with lasting health issues. Despite this, he continued acting, but his life was overshadowed by inner demons. Kiel passed away from a heart attack on September 10, 2014, just days before his 74th birthday, leaving behind a legacy of both strength and vulnerability. Chris Penn, born on October 10, 1965, brought intense energy to the role of Josh LaHood, an entitled and hot-headed young man with a penchant for cruelty. At just 20 years old during the filming of Pale Rider, Penn seemed destined for a bright career. Yet, his life was marred by personal struggles. Known for his larger-than-life personality, he faced difficulties with substance abuse, which took a toll on his career. After several failed relationships, he never married nor had children. In the years following the film, his career dwindled to minor roles, and his health deteriorated. Tragically, Penn passed away on January 24, 2006, at 40 years old, from heart disease exacerbated by obesity and drug use, a talent lost too soon. Doug McGrath, born on April 13, 1935, breathed life into Spider Conway, a miner defined by his grit, loyalty, and fierce determination to protect his community. At 50 years old during the making of Pale Rider, McGrath already bore the scars of a tumultuous personal life. His career faltered in the years following the film, with fewer significant roles offered. Married to his high school sweetheart, Margaret, their union was strained by his prolonged absences and financial instability. They had 3 children, Emily, Jonathan, and Claire, but their home was often marked by tension. A devastating house fire in the 1990s destroyed much of their belongings, and McGrath battled depression for years. Now 89 years old, he lives in a modest care home in British Columbia, reflecting on a life filled with equal parts success and hardship. Charles Hallahan, born on July 29, 1943, embodied McGill, a tough deputy whose stoic demeanor masked a complex loyalty to his cause. At 42 years old, Hallahan was gaining momentum in his career, but his life took several tragic turns. His marriage to journalist Barbara Johnson ended in a contentious divorce, worsened by custody battles over their 2 sons, Michael and Andrew. In 1995, Hallahan was involved in a car accident that left him with chronic pain, affecting both his career and mental health. On November 25, 1997, he died unexpectedly from a heart attack at the age of 54, cutting short a career that held much promise and leaving his family to grapple with his absence. Richard Hamilton, born on December 31, 1920, embodied Jed Blankenship, a wise miner whose experience was matched only by his calm demeanor. At 65 years old, Hamilton was nearing the twilight of his career when he appeared in Pale Rider. His personal life, however, was far from serene. Married to playwright Mary Lambert, their union was plagued by creative differences and long periods of separation. The couple had 1 son, David, but a strained relationship between father and son haunted Hamilton until his final years. Following the film, Hamilton's acting career faded, and a diagnosis of Parkinson's in the 1990s forced him into early retirement. He passed away on December 21, 2004, at the age of 83, leaving behind a legacy of work overshadowed by personal struggles. John Russell, born on January 3, 1921, portrayed Marshall Stockburn, a chillingly ruthless figure whose every action exuded authority and menace. At 64 years old during filming, Russell was an industry veteran, yet his personal life was marred by sorrow. Twice married, he endured 2 bitter divorces and estrangement from his only daughter, Jennifer. After Pale Rider, his health declined rapidly, exacerbated by years of smoking. In 1988, he lost his home in a mudslide, a catastrophe that weighed heavily on him. Diagnosed with emphysema, his final years were spent in solitude. He passed away on January 19, 1991, at the age of 70, leaving behind a legacy overshadowed by his struggles. Sidney Penny, born on August 7, 1971, played Megan Wheeler in Pale Rider, 1985, at the age of 14. Her character, a brave and independent young girl, showcased maturity beyond her years. After the film, Sidney's career saw some success but was often overshadowed by the struggles of growing up in Hollywood. Her personal life was marked by 2 difficult marriages. She married actor Robert Powers, but the relationship ended in divorce. She later remarried and had 2 children, but her family life was far from peaceful, ultimately leading to another separation. Though she faced these challenges, Sidney continued acting, now living a quieter life away from the spotlight. At 53, she reflects on a life shaped by both triumphs and regrets. Herman Poppy, born on June 15, 1944, portrayed Ulrich Lindquist, a resourceful and skilled miner whose resilience mirrored the miners' collective struggle against corporate greed. At 41, Herman was already a seasoned actor, but Pale Rider would become his last significant role. Disillusioned by the industry's cutthroat nature, he left Hollywood soon after. His personal life, too, was fraught with turbulence. Married to his college sweetheart, Margaret, their relationship faltered under the strain of financial instability. They divorced in 1990, leaving behind 2 children, Jonathan and Lisa, who found it difficult to maintain a bond with their father. In 2007, Herman faced another blow when he lost his home in a wildfire. Now 80 years old, he lives in a modest apartment in Nevada, finding solace in volunteering for environmental causes, but his once bright optimism has dimmed with age. Fran Ryan, born on November 29, 1916, portrayed Ma Blankenship, a resilient and nurturing woman whose strength was the bedrock of her family. At 69 years old during Pale Rider, Ryan brought decades of experience to the role, but her personal life was often a reflection of hardship. Twice married and twice widowed, Fran never had children, a void she often spoke of with regret. Her later years were marked by financial struggles after a series of failed investments, leaving her dependent on Social Security. In 1995, she suffered a stroke, which robbed her of her mobility and independence. Despite her setbacks, she remained fiercely independent until her death on January 15, 2000, at the age of 83, passing away quietly in a nursing home after a battle with heart disease. Jeffrey Weissman, born on October 2, 1958, played Teddy Conway, a youthful and eager miner who brought optimism to the screen. At just 27 years old, Weissman was on the rise, but his career stalled shortly after Pale Rider. Typecast and overlooked, he struggled to find substantial roles, often resorting to bit parts and voiceover work to make ends meet. Married to costume designer Lisa Jackson, their relationship grew strained under the weight of financial stress, eventually leading to divorce. The couple had 2 daughters, Hannah and Chloe, both of whom struggled with the fallout of their parents' separation. In 2005, Weissman faced bankruptcy, a public ordeal that left him disillusioned with Hollywood. Now 66 years old, he lives a quiet life in Northern California, teaching acting and reflecting on what might have been. Robert Winley, born on December 9, 1952, played Deputy Cobald, a tough and intimidating lawman in Pale Rider. At 33, he portrayed a character with a cold, hard demeanor, but his career never advanced beyond minor supporting roles. After the film, he struggled with typecasting and often took odd jobs to support his family. He married his high school sweetheart, Mary, in 1976, but their relationship deteriorated due to financial strain and his inconsistent career. They had 1 son, David, whose rebellious nature strained their bond. In 1998, Mary filed for divorce, leaving Winley devastated. He battled lung cancer for years, a result of heavy smoking, and passed away on October 21, 2001, at the age of 48. S.A. Griffin, born on March 16, 1954, played Deputy Folke, a diligent and loyal officer of the law in Pale Rider. At just 31 years old, Griffin's performance hinted at a promising career in Hollywood. However, fame eluded him, and he transitioned to the underground poetry scene, where he found limited recognition but not financial stability. Married in 1987 to a poet named Laura, their union was marked by passionate creative collaboration but also frequent quarrels over money and personal ambition. They had 1 child, Emily, who struggled to reconcile her parents' bohemian lifestyle with her own desire for stability. In 1998, their marriage ended in divorce. Griffin endured another personal tragedy in 2010 when Emily passed away in a car accident. Now 70 years old, he lives in Los Angeles, performing spoken-word poetry and working part-time at a bookstore, reflecting on a life marked by both artistic fulfillment and profound loss. John Dennis Johnston, born on May 14, 1950, portrayed Deputy Tucker in Pale Rider, 1985, a character marked by unwavering loyalty and a rugged sense of duty. At 35 years old during the film's production, Johnston was already an established actor with a commanding screen presence. The role showcased his ability to play tough, no-nonsense characters, a theme he would revisit in various projects throughout his career. Sadly, Johnston's career post-Pale Rider was less illustrious than his early years. He faced significant personal struggles, including financial difficulties and personal losses that took a toll on his well-being. He was married twice, but both marriages ended in divorce, leaving him estranged from his children. Despite the hardships, Johnston managed to stay out of the public eye, choosing a quieter, more isolated life as he got older. He is now 74, living a life of solitude in his later years, having faced several personal tragedies that have deeply impacted his outlook. Billy Drago, born on November 30, 1945, played Deputy Mather, a sinister and menacing figure in Pale Rider. At 40, he captivated audiences with his chilling presence, yet his career in Hollywood remained limited to niche roles in thrillers and horror films. Married to actress Silvana Gallardo in 1980, their relationship was intense but fraught with creative differences and long separations due to work. They had one son, Darren, who struggled with mental health issues. In 2007, Darren tragically died of a drug overdose, shattering the family. Drago continued to act but faced health issues, including heart problems. He passed away on June 24, 2019, at the age of 73, due to complications following a stroke, leaving behind a legacy of memorable yet underappreciated roles. Who is your favorite character from Pale Rider, 1985? How does it feel knowing that some of the actors are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on future uploads. Thank you for your support.